Hi everyone. Welcome back to Easy English, A2, Listen and Read. My name is Sully.
And I'm Jessa. Great to have you here again.
In our last episode, we talked about jobs. We talked about daily work and different careers. If you missed it, check the link in the description. There's a lot more there for you.
Today we have a new topic. It's a topic that confuses a lot of English learners. It's about the word arrive.
Yes, many students say, I arrived to the airport. But that sentence is wrong. Today we will fix this mistake together.
Let's start with the most important rule. The verb arrive never uses the word to. Not arrive to home, not arrive to school, never.
Instead, we use three small words: at, on, and in. These words change depending on time or place. Let's go step by step.
First, let's talk about time. When you say an exact hour, use at. For example, I arrive at 5 o'clock. She arrives at noon.
When you say a day or a date, use on. For example, he arrives on Monday, or we arrive on July 5th.
When you say a month, a year, or a season, use in. For example, they arrive in July, or we arrive in the summer.
So remember, use at for an exact time. Use on for a day or date. Use in for a month, year, or season.
Now let's talk about place. This part is a little different. For a specific place, like an airport, a hotel, or an office, use at. For example, I arrive at the airport. She arrives at her hotel.
For a city or a country, use in. For example, he arrives in Rome, or they arrive in Brazil.
So it's at for a small, specific place, and in for a big place, like a city or a country.
There are also some special words. With these words, we don't use at, on, or in at all. No small word is needed.
For example, yesterday, tomorrow, next week, last year. We just say, he arrived yesterday, or they will arrive tomorrow.
And there's one more special word: home. We say, I arrived home. Not at home, not to home, just home.
There's one more small trick. It's about holidays and birthdays. We say at Christmas and at Easter. But we say on my birthday and on New Year's Day.
Why is that? A birthday is one exact day, like a date. So it uses on. But Christmas isn't just one day for many people. It's a small period of time. So it uses at.
You don't need to remember the reason perfectly. Just remember on my birthday, but at Christmas.
One more small point about the time of day. We say in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. But we say at night.
For example, he arrives in the morning, or she arrives in the evening, but they arrive at night.
So almost every part of the day uses in. Only night is different. It uses at.
Okay, Let's look at some clean examples together. Listen carefully.
I arrive at 9 o'clock.
We arrive on Friday.
They arrive in October.
She arrives at the train station.
He arrives at his new office.
We arrive in Tokyo.
My cousin always arrives at Christmas.
My sister is arriving on her birthday.
He arrives in Spain every summer.
They arrive at the bus station every morning.
The train arrives in the afternoon.
The last bus arrives at night.
She arrives in Berlin every winter.
He arrives at the gym before work.
He arrived yesterday.
They will arrive tomorrow.
I arrived home late last night.
Okay, let's play a little game. I will say a sentence with a small gap. You try to guess the missing word. Sometimes the answer is no word at all. And sometimes there will be two gaps in one sentence.
Ready? Here's the first one. We arrive 6 o'clock.
At. We arrive at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is an exact time, so we use at.
Next one. She arrives Monday.
On. She arrives on Monday. Monday is a day, so we use on.
They arrive December.
In. They arrive in December. December is a month, so we use in.
He arrives the airport.
At. He arrives at the airport. An airport is one specific place, so we use at.
We arrive Berlin.
In. We arrive in Berlin. Berlin is a city, so we use in.
Now let's try one with two gaps. He arrived the hotel 7 o'clock.
At. And at again. He arrived at the hotel at 7 o'clock. A hotel is a specific place. 7 o'clock is an exact time. Both need at.
Here's another one. She arrived Vienna Tuesday.
In and on. She arrived in Vienna on Tuesday. Vienna is a city, so it's in. Tuesday is a day, so it's on.
One more with two gaps. They arrived the airport Rome.
At and in. They arrived at the airport in Rome. The airport is one place. Rome is the city around it. That's why the words are different.
Last double one. We arrived Brazil July.
In and in. We arrived in Brazil in July. Brazil is a country, and July is a month. Both need in, but for different reasons.
Now, a tricky one. I arrived yesterday.
No word, just I arrived yesterday. Words like yesterday and tomorrow don't need at, on, or in.
Another tricky one. We arrived home.
No word again, just we arrived home. Home is a special word. No at, no to, nothing.
One more before the holiday trick. The plane arrives night.
At. The plane arrives at night. Night is the only part of the day that uses at, not in.
Let's test the holiday trick too. My family arrives Christmas.
At. My family arrives at Christmas. Remember, Christmas is a small period of time, not one exact date.
And the last one. He arrives his birthday.
On. He arrives on his birthday. A birthday is one exact day, so we use on.
Last one, the most important. She arrived the party.
At. Never to. She arrived at the party. Remember, we never say arrive to anything.
Perfect. Now you really know the difference between arrive at and that common mistake, arrive to.
Actually, one more fun fact before we finish. Arrive at isn't only for places.
That's right. We also use it for decisions and agreements. For example, we arrived at a decision. Or, they arrived at an agreement after a long meeting.
In these sentences, nobody is traveling anywhere. Arrive at just means the discussion is finally finished and people agree.
So next time you hear arrive at a decision, don't think about airports. Think about a long meeting that finally ends.
In our next episode, we have a very different topic. It's not about small words this time. It's about staying motivated with English. So stay tuned for that one.
If you liked this episode, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us a lot.
And if you want to support what we do, there's a link in the description. Every little bit helps us make more episodes.
Tell us in the comments, where did you arrive last? A city, a country, or maybe just home?
We'd love to read your answers. Thanks so much for watching.
See you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.